Good morning, guys, once again. And as you know very well, this is Gauhar Ali, your computer teacher. And continuously within 2 days, we are discussing about our computer topics. That is the initial stage and initial lessons of our course books. So we are going to discuss today generations of computer. Okay, generations of computer. Last day we discussed what are the categories of computer, and before that we discussed that what is computer. So we are going to discuss today what is the generations and what are the criteria of the generations of the computer. So let's start. There are 5 generations into the computer. Okay, first generation. And one thing before starting this topic, this chapter, I want to tell you something that there are different types of books. As I told you first class of this session, that in different books there are different types of dates of duration of generation. Like in this book, the first generation started from 1946 to 1958. It may be changed in different books and different styles and different ideologies. Okay, so we must start this lesson in this book. Our book, as you know very well, this is your .com publications. Okay, through this book, through this publication, we discuss all the books. The first generation of the computer all started from 1946 to 1958. Okay, the duration of first generation is 1946 to 1958. The electronic component that was used in the first generation, that was vacuum tube. And I have to tell you very important thing, that near about 18,500 vacuum tubes were used in the first generations of the computer. करीब 18,500 वैक्यूम ट्यूब यूज होती थी ये पहली जनरेशन के कंप्यूटर्स में, जिसका ड्यूरेशन कब से कब तक था, 1946 से लेकर के 1958 तक. द साइज ऑफ द फर्स्ट जनरेशन computer was so much big, it was just like a 10 by 10 room. Okay, when it starts, it gives us so much heat and so much sound. Due to the heat, it was unable to work for a long time. After few time, it became damaged, and some of the vacuum tube became destroyed. So the scientists go to the change, and then after it starts also. But and the first generation computer example is ENIAC, UNIVAC 1 and etc. There are so many computers in different categories and different types. First generation computer example is ENIAC and UNIVAC 1 etc. like electronic numeric integrated arithmetic calculator, universal arithmetic calculator. These are the full forms of UNIVAC and ENIAC. And now we come to the second generation of the computer. The second generation computer duration is 1959 to 1964. जो इसका ड्यूरेशन था सेकंड जनरेशन का, वो 1959 से लेकर के 1964 तक माना जाता है. एंड द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कंपोनेंट वाज यूज्ड इन द सेकंड जनरेशन ऑफ कंप्यूटर. इट वाज ट्रांजिस्टर्स. जैसे कि पहले जनरेशन की कंप्यूटर में वैक्यूम ट्यूब यूज होते थे, उसी तरीके से सेकंड जनरेशन की कंप्यूटर में ट्रांजिस्टर्स का यूज किया गया इन प्लेस ऑफ वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स. इज इट क्लियर? Transistors were more powerful than vacuum tubes, so it was less in the quantity, and due to the use of transistor, the size of computer became so much less, the sound became less, and the processing speed and storage capacity was increasing day by day. And the second generation computers example is UNIVAC 2nd and UNIVAC 3rd etc. Universal arithmetic calculator, as I told you. Third generation we come with. In the third generation, you can see the duration of the third generation is 1965 to 1970. Is it clear? तीसरे जनरेशन का जो ड्यूरेशन था, जो समय अंतराल माना गया, वो 1965 से लेकर के 1970 तक माना जाता है. The electronic component that was used in the third generation of computer, it was IC, as you know very well. IC it means integrated circuit. With the use of integrated circuit ICs, because of one thing, IC was more powerful than vacuum tubes and transistors, so the size of the computer became less than first generation and second generation, and the size was increased and the processing speed increases in the third generation. And the example of third generation is UNIVAC 9000 series and GE series, etc. Now we come with our fourth generation of the computer. The fourth generation of computer was started from 1971 to today. It means कि 1971 से लेकर के आज तक जो जनरेशन हमारी चल रही है वो हमारी कंप्यूटर की चौथी जनरेशन मानी जाती है. In the fourth generation of computer, in the place of vacuum tube transistors, integrated circuits, we use microprocessors. As you can see, in the same time you are using laptops, you are using the personal computers. Every machine, although we can use we can see in the mobile phones, cell phones, smartphones, everywhere we are working with the help of microprocessors. Okay, so microprocessors are very much powerful than vacuum tube, transistor, IC, and all the rest electronic component that we use in first, second, and third generation. With the use of microprocessor, we can see what are the size of personal computer, what are the size of tablets, what are the size of mobile phones, and what are the size of laptops also. All these types of categories of computer are the example of fourth generation of computer. What are the examples of fourth generation? You can see IBM are using the computers and HP companies. These are the examples of fourth generation of computer. So I hope that you can understand. And one thing that I want to tell you that is very much important, in the third generation it was here was a very essential thing that I have to tell you. In the third generation, the operating system, OS, that you know very well, operating system, when in the third generation the operating system was used first time, the operating system was introduced first time. So always keep it in your mind. This question can come, can maybe asked in your competitive exams also. And what are the main feature of fourth generation? The main feature of fourth generation is, except all these things, except size, storage capacity, working speed, everything, processing speed, rest very important thing, internet. As you know very well, everyone is using this facility, 3G, 4G, 5G, 6G, 7G, etc., etc. First time we use internet in the fourth generation. Okay, so when we use first time, in which generation of computer we use internet first time? In the fourth generation of computer we use internet first time. And now there is a question that can come, that sir, as you are telling there are 5 generations of computer, then how can we know only 4? Why are you not explaining the fifth generation of computer? So I want to tell you the fifth generation of computer is called supercomputer generation. And I don't want to explain it because last day I already told you that what are the features and what are the criteria and what are the functions and what are the specialties and advantages and disadvantages of the computer. So guys, keep it in your mind, see your book, all the details except what I told you, everything, every information is present in your book. So keep it in your mind, make notes, and if you got any problem, if you have any confusion, then you can contact to me. Okay, goodbye.